shy person to you?
No.
I don't think so. Hey, I'm excited to have Yvonne here. I've known her for several years. She's got a great story to tell you. And once again, welcome to S.W.A.T.
Hello, my name is Yvonne Acosta. I'm 28 years old, and I have such a heart and passion for the youth and the teenagers. And so yesterday, Pastor Scott called me and asked me to share my testimony, so I was really excited to be able to share that with you because I've been through a lot lately. Several months ago, the doctors told me that I wouldn't be standing here today. They told me that I was very sick, that there was nothing else that they could do for me anymore, that they were just going to admit me just to make me comfortable until I died. And to hear that from doctors was a big deal for me, you know, like it was really tough for me to hear that because you put your trust in doctors. And so I was admitted at Oak Bend for a while, and the doctors there at Oak Bend gave up on me. And they told me, you know, it's too late, and you're just really, really sick. And they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And so I got really discouraged, really discouraged because, you know, I love y'all. I love working with youth. I'm still young. I want to live life. I want to get married and have kids one day and continue working with youth. But when the doctors are telling me this, it was really hard to listen to that. And so anyways, I ended up going to another hospital. I went out to Houston. I went out to Bentob, and I was there in the hospital a total of 30 days. And it was very tough to be in a hospital for 30 days and to have 20 plus doctors coming into my room and telling me it's too late. There's nothing else that we can do. We don't know what else to do for you. And every day I heard that, I told myself, you know, God, I know you're not finished with me yet. And every morning, every afternoon, every evening, I kept hearing God tell me, I'm not finished with you yet, Yvonne. I'm not finished with you yet. Despite what the doctor said, no matter what the test results showed, God was still speaking to me. I'm not finished with you yet. You have an amazing testimony. And you know, while I was there in the hospital, I was sharing with her this morning, this young person over here, I was sharing with her that I was thinking of y'all. When I was laying in that hospital bed, I was thinking of the youth that I know that God wants to use me to reach out to. And y'all are the reason why I didn't give up. You know, and so I want y'all to know this morning that there are people who love you. I may not know you. I may not have talked to you, but I love you. I know Pastor Scott loves you. I know Pastor West loves you. And you are important, and you are special, and you are loved, and you are unique. You are beautiful. You don't need a guy to tell you that you're beautiful. You have to know that on the inside, that you are the most beautiful person in the world, and God created you for a specific reason and a specific purpose that only you can fulfill. Well, anyways, as you see, I'm standing here today, all these months later, and I'm excited to be able to say that I proved the doctors wrong. God did a miracle in my body. I'm still dealing with some stuff. I still have a lot of doctor appointments going on, but they diagnosed me with several things. One of the things that they diagnosed me was Crohn's disease. I'm wearing a shirt that says, you know, I will win, I will survive through Crohn's disease. Another thing that they diagnosed me with something called gastroparesis, where my stomach is paralyzed. I'm not able to eat at times. My stomach shuts down completely to food, to drink. The only thing I'm able to eat sometimes or even drink is Ensure. Sometimes I'm not even able to drink water because of the way my body gets. And so in those times, I'm in the emergency room. But you know, every time I'm there, I'm not going to give up. And that's the thing that I want to encourage y'all today is to not give up. No matter what it is that you're going through, no matter if your teachers make you feel ever like you're a failure, or your parents make you feel like, you know, you were a mistake, or whatever, I want to encourage you today to not give up. That you have a specific calling that only you can fulfill. Something that God created you for, and only you can fulfill it. And only you can fulfill something that God has created you. He thought of you and what you're going to do in this world one day. And you can make a difference in this world. Each and every one of you can make a huge difference in this world. We all have our own story. And so one day, later on in life, you'll be up here standing and being able to encourage tons of young people your age and being able to say, you know what? I went through so much in my life, but I didn't give up. And so I just want to continue to encourage you with that. I also wanted to share a testimony of a young man that I used to know a while back. He was 14 when I met him, and he was the most shyest kid ever. Didn't talk, nothing, and his mom came up to me one day and was like, he has a passion to sing, and I want you to encourage him to sing. And I was like, well, I've never even heard him talk. I can't even imagine him singing, but if that's what God has gifted and talented him to do, then I'm going to do whatever I can to get him to sing. Well, within a year of his life, I remember going up to him and I told him, I'm going to get you to sing one day. And he looked at me like I was crazy. Like, there's no way, I'm not even talking to you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're telling me. But okay, whatever you think. And I was like, just watch. One day you're going to sing. Within the year, he came up to me and he was sharing with me what God's been speaking to him. And the most quietest youth in my youth group at that time that never spoke now was going in front of the youth group and encouraging them with scriptures that God was revealing to him. Then he asked me to be in the dance team. Then he asked me to be in the drama team. And then he eventually asked me if he could sing. And it was so amazing when he finally was like, you know what, I'm ready to sing. He was 14 years old. And in that year of his life, what God called him to do and created him to do, which was to sing, he eventually sang, and he sang that song, I Can Only Imagine. I don't know if a lot of y'all heard it. It's a really popular song, and I love that song. Well, he sang it. Well, a couple months later, he died, and he passed away. And it was the most hardest thing for me to lose one of y'all at such a young age. At 15, he had a heart attack. And it was something that I never expected, and so I just want to encourage y'all also that we are not promised tomorrow. And I don't want to put fear in anybody, but it's a reality that tomorrow the person next to you may not be here. And we may not know why, or we may not know what happened, but love on them, encourage them, give them a smile. Like maybe somebody today that that is the most quietest person in this school, go up today and give them a hug. You never know if that person really needs an encouragement. You never know if that person is going through something at home. What if that person is going through a parent's divorce? Or what if that girl is going through an abusive relationship? You never know what situations might be going on. So I just want to encourage you to be an encouragement to others. Encourage others to not give up and to share your story. Like I said, we all have a story. We've all been through some major things. Some of us are going through things right now. Maybe, like I said, some of y'all's parents are going through a divorce. Maybe y'all are in a relationship y'all shouldn't be in. Maybe some of y'all feel like giving up. Maybe some of y'all know somebody that's really sick or know somebody that's dealing with a health issue and somebody that, maybe is the most quietest person in this school. You can make a difference in that person's life today and tomorrow and the rest of the school year. And I want to know that whenever God does take me home, that I made a difference in however many people's lives that God can use me in. And right now, like I said, y'all are my reason to not give up. Y'all are my reason. If I can encourage somebody today, if I can encourage one person to be an encouragement to somebody else, if I can encourage one person to not give up today, then I have accomplished my mission. And so I just want to say that y'all are amazing. Y'all are very, very loved. And if y'all need any prayer, we're here for y'all. If y'all need any encouragement, we're here for y'all. And I just want to be able to just encourage y'all. If anything, remember to not give up and to make a difference in somebody's life today. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. And it's a power story of what God wants to do in our lives.